there's so much more available time for you guys right now to develop. I know you guys want to win in the short term, but if you're thinking long term about your own development, I guess what have the coaches talked to you about what they want to see from you to kind of maximize these next 3 or 4 weeks when you're going to get a lot of run, it looks like?
Right now, just playing hard, and anytime I step on the court, I feel like whenever I'm playing hard, it clearly shows out on the court, on the defensive end and the offensive end. But just coming in, keeping the game simple, and just sticking to what I know best is just playing my hardest and letting everything else handle itself.
How far do you feel like your jumpers come along, really since summer league?
I feel like day by day is getting better, becoming more and more confident each and every day. Just like I've been saying from the start, just repping it out, continuously getting reps each and every day. So that's the only way I can see myself growing, and that's the only way I'll be able to grow.
For sure. Thanks.
Some of the guys, Luke and Eric, have talked about how Ty allows you guys to have basically basketball freedom on the court. Even as a young guy, what does that mean to you to have a coach who's kind of like just go out there and play and don't really worry about too much?
It just lifts a burden off your shoulders, knowing that you can go in and play the way that you want to play, but also knowing that you got to play your hardest. It just keeps it very simple for us. Everyone knows that we can score the ball. Everybody in this league can score the ball, but it's just about playing hard consistently.
You had an up-close view of James Harden tonight. What did you see? Like, in your opinion, first time going against him, what makes him so tough in your eyes?
Just the way he's able to draw contact and get the ball up out of his hands quick. He's got great handle. His IQ is absurd through the roof. So, I mean, just seeing it live in action today it was a great feeling, and also being able to play against him.
Keon, how has just NBA life been for you since being drafted? Probably not a typical year with COVID and everything, but how's NBA life been for you?
It's been a journey for me. Each and every day, I'm constantly learning the game, how to be a pro on and off the court. But each and every day, as long as I'm learning something, I know that I'm getting better. And it's just a journey for me.
With a team that has so many vets, guys are now injured. I don't want to say it changes your role, but it does elevate your role potentially off the bench. How do you kind of approach that, knowing that you'll be asked to do a bit more as the season goes on with guys out?
Like I said, just being consistent in what I do. I know each and every time I step on the court, I'm going to play my hardest, and most certainly just playing defense my hardest, and then just letting offense come.
Yeah, obviously, PG's here and Marcus is, and there's some pretty well-established vets. But I wanted to ask about Terence, and just sort of when you look at him as another young guy, what do you see? How has he helped you? And you just sort of what are you getting from his?
He's clearly he's went through everything that I'm going through now, and he's still kind of going through the same things that I'm going through. We're both still learning how to be a pro, but I mean he's a great mentor just because we're both in the same shoes, and he's a great guy to talk to and ask questions.
When you see the success he's had here so far, sort of along the lines of being able to play his game, is that sort of like a blueprint a little bit for you, or do you see?
I mean, yes, in a way. His hard work, him putting in work has showed. So I know that me putting in work is going to eventually show the same way that it has for him.
I want to talk to you guys about the defense in the fourth quarter. I think you guys were down by 10 and everything. So my question to you, what impresses you the most about how you guys are able to play defense throughout this season to get back in a lot of the games, even though you don't win or lose, but at least you have a chance to get back in the game?
Could you repeat your question for me?
The question is about your defense. How is it that you guys are able to play great defense, especially with a young team? And even though you don't win some of the games, but you guys can always turn it on at any time.
That just falls back on the freedom that we have on the offensive end. We know that if we get stops and get out in transition and be able to play on offensive end, it just opens up the game a lot more for us younger guys, whereas we don't have to play in the half-court setting as much.
In the G League, you were tasked with a little bit more lead ball handler responsibilities. First off, how do you think you've come along as far as that's concerned? And do you see that as kind of like your role going forward in the league overall?
I feel like my ball handling is constantly getting better. But as my role, I kind of see myself playing a 1 and a 2, just being able to handle the ball when I need to and when I don't need to, being able to come off the ball and still have the same impact.
Recording stopped.